What's going on, y'all? So I've decided that I want to document my trading journey. I've been documenting it on my Facebook and Instagram for about probably about 3 to 4 months now. Okay, hold on. Before I get into that, let me back up. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tiara. I'm a 7-year day trader. And when I say 7 years, y'all, they don't mean that I've been profitable for those whole 7 years, because Lord knows this has been a wild ride, like a roller coaster. So from the beginning, I'm gonna just start from the beginning to kind of tell my story or whatever, my background. This is pretty much like my introduction video. So 7 years ago, I was introduced to IML. I know all my traders out there know about IML. And I'm not gonna bad mouth them or anything like that, because honestly, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know anything about trading Forex. So I started my journey. I stayed with them for maybe like a year until, and I was seeing some profit. I did make like a $2,000 withdrawal, but it was inconsistent. So y'all know how it is when you first starting out. It's like that beginner's luck. I would catch some trades, some good setups or whatever, not really knowing what I'm doing, using a harmonic scanner, trading with some of the teachers or whatever on there, and catching a bag every now and then. But for the most part, I would go back because I'm over leveraging, I'm not using proper risk management, and I would just blow my account. I did that back and forth, kept studying for like the next so I left IML and I started joining, other groups, hopped on YouTube, got too much information from YouTube. So it was kind of hard to dissect everything that I was gaining from those videos, because I was just all over the place. So about maybe like 5 years I did it, y'all. Bought courses, still, making profit here and there, but for the most part, I was just either breaking even or just giving my money back to the market, just blowing accounts. So I'll say, okay, let me say this. The thing is, I never gave up. I would take breaks every now and then, like maybe if I blow an account, I would take like a month or two off to get my money back up, get my capital back up, so I can get another, put money into another account. Now, I don't really believe in prop firms. I tried one and the rules are crazy. It's too crazy for me. When I make profit, I want to be able to withdraw it right then. So I've always used a live account. I did do a prop firm. I can't even remember the name. I don't even remember which one I used because it was so long ago. I passed the challenge, but once I started, you got my funded account, man, I blew that thing like the next day. But okay, so back to my live accounts. I always trade live accounts. And just, man, I probably put over $20,000 into trading. But, I tell people all the time that you have to treat trading like a college course. You have to at least put a couple years into it before you can expect something to, to start seeing profits and stuff like that. Now, my thing was, I was stubborn. I wasn't disciplined. I was very, very impatient. So that's why it took me so long to get to the point where I'm at today. Now, I'm consistently profitable. That doesn't mean that I don't lose trades. I do lose. I still lose, but I have the discipline and the proper risk management now that on my losing days, sometimes, now I ain't gonna lie, I have some days where I do some stupid stuff. I'm not gonna lie. And my L's be bigger than what they should be. Y'all know how that is. But for the most part, I'm making my profit. I'm sticking to my rules, my trading rules. If I don't see a proper setup, I don't get in the trade. So right now, I learned, shout out to my boy, Trades by Side. I use his ICC strategy. Indication, correction, continuation. On the higher time frames, I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of that too, after I finish this intro or whatever. So I started studying him like maybe a couple months ago when he first got on YouTube. He got a free course, y'all, and he don't sell anything. That's why I love him so much. And that's why I'm like, man, I respect this man so much, because he's out here just putting value out into the world, helping millions of people, millions of traders get to where they want to be. And he has definitely helped me. So I appreciate you. But so I use ICC on the higher time frames. I use the 1 hour and 4 hour, and I enter on the 15-minute. And then I also, so recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago, I had already knew about supply and demand, but I started watching, I think her name is Camellia. I know she's her trading journal on YouTube. So I saw how simple she broke down supply and demand on the lower time frames. So I started doing that like a couple weeks ago. And when I tell you, I made so much money doing that, I'm gonna have to show y'all. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop. Let me stop talking y'all heads off. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show. So on gold today. So I missed like, oh my goodness, look, I'm about to have an opportunity. Hold on, let's look at this. Oh, it just hit my alert. Now if we don't tap into that zone, I'm not gonna get in it. This is a supply and demand on the 5-minute. But matter of fact, let's hop on the chart real quick. Let's hop on the chart.